Hey, what's up guys, it's Dom from Old Printing Inc. In today's really quick video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to clean your direct-to-film printer. I made a few videos on how to clean your direct-to-film printer. You can click up here for part 1, and you can click up here for part 2. In these two installments, I show you guys in depth how to clean your direct-to-film printer. Today's video is going to be a full guide from A to Z on how to clean it to ensure proper prints. Now, if you guys take a look here, it may be a bit hard to tell, and this is very, very minor, but you guys see that there's a bit of debris on my print. This can cause more debris and cause big problems. If I turn around here, you can almost, well, you can basically not even see it. But imagine having big debris like this all over the print. This can cause a lot of problems and cause your prints to be unusable. Now, you might be asking to yourself, Dom, what is causing this to happen? This is basically when you've been printing a lot of sheets and your printer is getting dirty. A lot of ink can build up, a lot of components. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean it. So the first thing I want you guys to do is turn off your direct-to-film printer. Once the big button is turned off, I want you guys to turn it back on again. Once you turn it back on, you're going to hold this green button and you're going to wait for the cart to go in the middle. Hold your hand on the big power button in the back, and once the cart is in the middle, I want you guys to stop it. Alright guys, stop the cart. The cart is in the middle. Now we want to take a look at this inside of the printer. I'm going to put a flashlight so you guys can better see. Alright guys, so there's a few things happening right here. First of all, around here we need to clean it. There's a lot of gunk, okay? So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to clean all of this. So you can see all of that gunk. It's really thick, and this may be causing, when the print head goes on here, it may be causing it to pick up some gunk and bring it back on your print. So first thing first, we're going to clean all of this up. Alright guys, so I like to use these weeding tools. Be very gentle. Look at this guys. Look at this gunk. So you guys can use a cloth like this. Just scoop it up. Now you guys might be asking to yourself, Dom, how many times per month, per day, per week do I have to do this? There's not really a timeline, guys. The more you print, the more you're going to have to do this. It's just basic maintenance. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Nice guys, we're removing a bunch of gunk. Now you guys are probably gonna ask, how much do I need to remove? I would take the time to properly remove all of it and even run a little alcohol swab after, just to ensure, like, I'm going inside the hole here and there's a bit of gunk. I'd rather clean it once properly than do it like 2-3 times during the month. Alright guys, so we've just finished cleaning this part up. This is going to be very beneficial. Next step, this little part right here, guys, I want you guys to clean around it. So there's a bit of gunk right here. Okay. Now I want you guys to take this right here and just open it up. As so. Alright guys, now for here I want you guys to grab one of these swabs. I have a bunch of these swabs for sale online, link in the description guys. I want you guys basically to just take your swab and clean this as so. You guys can see, but we're going to also be using the same tool that we have to take off all of the gunk. There's going to be a lot on the pad right here guys. Look at this. Now guys, once you've done the two sides properly, I also want you guys to do this side right here. Make sure to do both sides. If you take your time, guys, it's all gonna come off together. You just can't rush this process. The more you rush it, the more you're gonna have some trouble with the ink going everywhere. Especially since it's ink that's been dried up now, so it's not as easy as you think to remove. Now guys, as I was saying right here, you have a bunch of gunk a bit deeper. This is going to be essential to clean if you guys can. I do realize it might be a bit harder to go inside of here. Try your best. Alright guys, so this has been cleaned right here, and this has been cleaned. So the next step, you're going to make sure that if you come over here, that there's no debris on the side right here. If I take this little weeding tool right here, you guys can see that there's a bit of debris here. This can cause some problems, so we're going to remove the debris on the side. Be very gentle. You're not going to have a lot here. It's probably just going to be like little flakes. Like you got another one right here. As I said, main pattern, just be gentle and take your time. Okay, perfect guys, so everything is looking good on my end. Now the next step is going to take a look at the print head itself. Now this is the most important part. We're going to remove this part right here, slowly, put this to the side, and now we're going to take a look at our print head. As you guys can see, there's a bunch of gunk. So for this, we're going to use the swabs that I do have for sale, link down in the description down below. And we're just going to take our time and swab this. I will not be able to film inside, guys, unfortunately. You guys are just going to have to take my word for it, and I'm going to show you guys how my print head looks after I've passed the swab. Alright guys, this is exactly what you want to remove. This was on the side of the print head. You can imagine how this can cause a lot of problems with your prints. My goal is actually to remove around the print head, not really to go like on the print head itself. Alright guys, little update. So we weren't able to actually get the bottom with this, so we just did a MacGyver thing with this. We're going to try our best. There's a bit of gunk on the bottom, which is causing us a lot of troubles. I'm going to try to remove it right now. This, guys, was on our print head. You can imagine how this is going to cause you extremely amounts of problem. It's incredible that we were even able to print with this amount of gunk on the actual print head. So this was on the side of the print head. Now if I take a look at my print head, there's a bit of gunk still. If you can please flash me underneath here. There's a bit of gunk on the side, but I don't feel like this gunk is going to cause some problems. If I take a look, there's no more gunk hanging from the print head. Now there's a bit of gunk on the top of the print head and on the side, but honestly guys, if you are to clean on the top and on the side of the print head, I'd rather you guys remove the print head. I made a video on how to change your print head right here. Take your print head off, and then once you have taken off your print head and you remove the gunk, once you remove most of the gunk, I want you guys to do a head cleaning and take a look if your prints are coming out how you'd like them to come out. If the prints are still not coming out how you would like them, this is probably has something to do with the print head that has gunk on either side or even underneath. Now you could technically use this and try to clean it as is, but I prefer you guys to remove the print head from the machine, inspect the print head gently, be very careful when using your hands around the print head because it is fragile equipment. You guys don't want to break the print head, it's very expensive. So from there, once you have your print head in your hands, take this swab and gently clean the print head. I won't do it in this video because honestly, the print head is in perfect condition. You guys will most likely not have to do this. The only time you have to do this is if you've done what I've done in these steps and you're still not getting the quality prints you desire. From there, like I said, remove the print head, clean it on each and every single side and underneath slowly, and from there you'll see that every single piece of gunk is going to be removed. You can reinsert the print head and continue your production. Now before we actually do a test print, I want to show you guys how to actually finish cleaning your print head. The next step is going to be to take all of the gunk and all of the stuff out of your workspace, as so. I'm going to put this to the side here. Now the next step, I want to take a look at inside here. Everything is good here. Everything is good here. We're actually going to close this off. So we just put this back here. Everything is looking good. And if I take a look underneath, I'm going to take a look one last time at my print head. You guys can see underneath. You see guys, there's still some gunk, right? This is the gunk I'm talking about. If this was more thick, I would remove it, but I should be good. What I'm gonna do now is turn on the printer. So the cart is gonna go back in its place, and then from there, the last and final step I want you guys to do is come over here in the back. And then from there, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this. We're gonna take our syringe and we're gonna pull around 5 millimeters of ink. Alright guys, so the printer's done doing its head cleaning. Like I was mentioning, you guys are going to pull around 5 millimeters of ink. Just take this here, insert it inside slowly. Once it's inside, I want you guys to pull gently. At the beginning, ink will not come out, that is normal. I want you guys to keep pulling. Once the ink starts, you're going to take off your syringe, insert it back inside here, and then go for another round. As so. And then you're going to get the majority of the ink. I'm going to go for one last round, guys. There we go. That should be good. Then we're going to insert this back, as so, and from there you're going to run a nozzle check on your printer and a head cleaning. So the first step, if you want to follow me, you're going to come over here to the computer. Do be careful with your hands because this is a messy job. So next step, you're going to come here, file, you're going to do a head cleaning, F12. So I'll just do it slowly again for you guys. You want to come up here, file, and then click F12, head cleaning, and click yes. So now the printer is going to do its head cleaning. Once the head cleaning is done, after it's done its head cleaning, I want you guys to run a nozzle check, F11. And from there, you're going to get a full diagnostic of your printer, and you'll be able to see if you're missing some lines. If you're missing some lines, it could have to do that you have not properly cleaned your print head. As I mentioned, you might have to remove your print head and properly clean it. In most cases though, it's probably just your ink. So you can also pull all of your inks individually. Let's say you're missing some lines on the black. Pull your black with your syringe. After that, take the black ink, reinsert it back into the container, and take a look if the nozzle check is better. If the nozzle check is not better, do another head cleaning, and this should solve your problems. In the morning, I often have to do 2 head cleanings. So the first one is to remove the majority of the ink after I have pulled the ink from my syringe. And after that, I do another head cleaning because sometimes in my diagnostic, I'm missing a few lines. This is common, guys, so you might have to do 1 or 2 head cleanings. After that, I want you guys to test your print. So in this case, we're going to be printing this image. If we're no longer having lines in our prints and debris in our prints, that means that we have successfully cleaned our printer. Alright guys, so this is the quick before and after. So this is before, the problems we were having. This can be actually more intense for you guys, so you might be experiencing bigger lines like this all over your prints when you're trying to print it. This is actually a tester sheet we gave to one of our clients. By the way guys, if ever you're looking for transfers, link down in the description down below. We work with a lot of people all around the world for premium transfer sheet. These sheets are the best quality. We use the best quality ink and the best quality transfers and even the best quality powder to ensure when you receive your sheets, you're going to have a premium experience, and when you peel off the sheet, it's always going to be flawless. So this is actually next to print, so he can test it, but like, yeah, this is what we were experiencing before. Very, very unusable. And from here, this is a print that we actually just printed after we've done our printer cleaning and our head cleaning and so on. And this is absolutely phenomenal. We're no longer experiencing these lines, especially on the bottom. This is when you're most likely going to experience it. So the prints are coming out flawlessly. Very grateful, and I hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below and subscribe if you're new. This was Dom from Hole Printing Inc. Make a print you'll never forget.